as we enter the bus, we want to look, right as we start in, we're going to make sure that the door closes properly. The door is secure. We're going to be sure that the steps are in good condition. There's no trip hazards. The floor coverings are all good. When we come up, we're going to make sure the railings are secure. And all the handholds are in good condition. And I just come in like this, and I'm looking at the floor, make sure that all the floor covering's in good shape.
We don't have to worry about this wall covering right here?
Nope, you don't need to worry about that.
Okay.
And as you come in, yeah, you can, because this will be your handhold there.
Okay.
You do have to point that out. Want to be sure that all my seats are in good condition. Looking at my overhead storage, I want to be sure that there isn't anything up there that could come out and cause a problem when I'm going down the road. Looking at my window glass, I want to be sure all my window glass is in good shape. There's no broken windows. Again, I'm looking at the seats, make sure all the seats are secure, the floor covering, looking for anything that could roll out and obstruct the driver while he's going down the road. The luggage racks, the window glass. I want to be sure that my emergency exit is labeled. The roof hatch is secure and in good condition. Work my way right back to the back of the bus. I want to be sure that the emergency exit is labeled and identified, and that it works properly, it's latched, and that it's not locked.
Okay.
Anyway, you're looking at handholds, railings, floor coverings, the entry steps, the emergency exits, the roof hatches, seats, overhead storage, and exit warning devices. And that's just what we talked about. When that door opens, when the engine's running, an alarm will go off.
Sorry, these are the warning devices right here?
No, that's just a little LED. That's just a little light that comes on when the bus lights are on.
Okay.
So.
And these lights too, I would have to just say, hey, these are all secure.
You don't have to. You don't have to talk about these until we get up front, and then there'll be a switch, and you can tell them that that's the dome light.
Oh, okay.
Switch. That's the only thing you really need to talk about on that.
I don't have to worry about either this air conditioning unit in the back?
Nope, you don't need to worry about that. And then as I come forward again, I'm just looking at overhead storage, my roof hatch, my emergency exit. All my seats are secure, the floor covering's all in good shape. As I work my way up to the driver's seat again, all the handholds and railings are in good condition. Then I just come up and I sit right in the driver's seat, okay?
Yep.
And then I usually like to work kind of from top to bottom, kind of left to right.
Okay.
And you know, you can do whatever works good for you. So you want to point out that you have your emergency triangles, your wheel chocks, and if you have a bus that requires fuses, you need to have spare fuses. And there's your spare fuses. And then while you're in here, you got a body fluids kit and a first aid kit. You want to point out that you have that.
And that's it for that compartment and those items?
That's it for that compartment. And like I say, if you just kind of look and read things, you'll remember first aid kit. This has fuses. You're required to have spare fuses in the bus, and we do. Okay.
Yep.
That's one of the important things. So we talked about, and you want to be sure that your fire extinguisher is secure and it's up to date. So emergency triangles, wheel chocks, spare fuses, fire extinguisher, first aid, and body fluids kit.
Okay.
And you want to point out that the fire extinguisher is secure and it has a label that's up to date on it and that it's fully charged. Now with this COVID thing, there's something that I would probably do. I would take these and put them in the glove box or put them up there.
Okay.
Because that's something that could roll under your operating controls. Then we're going to check our turn signals. We want to check our turn signals, our emergency flashers.
And do you have to turn the car on for that?
You don't. You're
Okay.
just going to tell them that you're going to check that. Now, like I said the other day, the examiner will check all the lights and make sure they work, okay?
From the outside?
The outside. The examiner will be out there and they'll be going, okay, turn your headlights on, low beam, high beam, left turn, right turn, okay, step on the brake, and they'll walk around and check them and make sure all they work.
Okay.
All them work. And then the hazards, I don't know if you're familiar with them, but
Yes, yep.
you just pull them out and that'll turn the hazards on. See, and the hazards will work with no key or anything.
Okay.
And then to turn them off, you just operate your turn signal, okay?
Yep.
And that clicks them off.
Thanks, Dan.
So turn signals, your emergency flashers, your dimmer switch, and brake lights, of course. When we step on the brake, we want to be sure the rear brake lights work properly.
So the dimmers you just push up a little bit?
Yeah, this is your dimmer switch.
Oh,
right
okay.
here.
I actually don't even know what that does, to be honest.
The headlights.
Oh.
That'll
oh.
dim and brighten your headlights. Go from
okay.
dim to bright. Okay.
Yep.
Then your seatbelt. You want to mention that your seatbelt's in good condition. You want to be sure and put your seatbelt on, of course. And your seat adjustment. You want to be sure that your seat is adjusted properly. These are an air ride seat. We're going to go ahead and start this up. Where's the glow plug light? Oh, right here. Your wait to start. What you got to wait till that goes out. When that goes out, then you can crank on it.
Okay. And do I have to know what all those lights mean that pop up?
Not the ones that pop up.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you should be, as a driver of the bus, you should be somewhat familiar with them, but the examiner's not going to ask you about all those.
That's a relief, honestly.
Yeah.
So,
And this will open and close your door. So that opens your door there.
Mm-hmm.
They're air operated. And then that closes your door.
and that's how you would describe it to the examiner?
Yeah, and you don't have to do what I did. You don't have to physically show them. You can just tell them.
Okay.
That opens and closes your door. Okay, so turn signals, flashers, dimmer switch, brake lights, the seat belt, seat adjustment. We're going to do an overhead check for any objects that fall out and obstruct the operation of the bus. We're going to check our windshield condition. We want to be sure there's no cracks or breaks in the driver's line of view. The wiper blades. We want to be sure the wiper blades are in good condition and that they work. We're going to check the dash, the general condition of the dash, make sure there's no coffee cups or anything up there that can fall off when we're driving down the road. They don't all have them, and that's okay. So the electric horn doesn't have an air horn. The condition of the dash, we're going to check our mirrors, make sure that all our mirrors are secure, they're adjusted properly. This will adjust your mirrors here.
Yep.
Okay, and you're familiar with that?
But you cannot adjust those mirrors, right, over there?
That's correct.
Okay.
Those are fixed.
Okay.
You'd have to go out and move them around.
So these are, I just have a quick question. So those are the side mirrors, these right here, but
Yep.
what are these two mirrors called?
They're just so you can see directly in front of the bus.
Are they called anything specific, like convex mirrors or something?
Yeah, they're a convex front view mirror. So you want to check your mirrors. You want to be sure that they're secure, they're adjusted properly, and they're not broken. We're looking on the floor again to make sure nothing would roll under our feet. If you have something like this, you want to go ahead and put it up. And then we're going to mention the 4 primary operating components of the vehicle. The first one is the steering wheel. And free play should be no more than 10 degrees or 2 inches on a 20-inch wheel. All you have to tell them is what's on here. There should be no more than 10 degrees or 2 inches on a 20-inch wheel. And the way that we test that is we just feel for the play.
Okay. And the car has to, or the vehicle has to be on for that?
Yeah,
Okay.
it does because it has power steering. We want to check that the brake and throttle pedals work and have no obstructions under them. Okay.
And the throttle is the gas? Or no?
The throttle is the gas.
Okay.
That's your throttle. Yes. And then that the shifter is in good condition.
Okay.
Functions properly.